Hey everyone and welcome back. In today's video, I've got another tutorial for you all. So we're going to be diving into Photoshop again, and we're going to be looking at how you can enhance freckles in Photoshop. So there's a few little sneaky ways that I like to do this, and primarily by using dodge and burn, but there are some different adjustment layers too that you can use to really enhance this. I actually like doing this a little bit before I move my images into Photoshop 2 via Capture One and Lightroom, but I can do videos on both of those programs too if you'd like to see something similar. One thing I have found frustrating over the years is working with models with amazing freckles on their faces, and unfortunately sometimes the lighting that you might be shooting in might wash them out a lot, or even with working in studio at times, depending on the light, you might find that there is a combination of the lighting and makeup that really does tone them down a lot in your images. So I've had to find a few different ways of bringing this back and making sure that you retain that texture and color in them. So in today's video, we're going to really cover this and talk about a few things that you can do to help with this. But without further rambling, let's get straight into the video. Now that we're in Photoshop, I'm going to get started with showing you how you can enhance freckles using a couple of really simple techniques. Now, as I said, there's a few different ways you can do this in Capture One and Lightroom. It's going to be a very similar way that I'll show you how to do it in Photoshop. There is a really simple trick to doing this straight off the bat if you feel like the freckles on your model's face maybe aren't standing out as much as you'd like. Now, as I mentioned previously, it can be due to the lighting sometimes. Like, for example, this is a very soft lighting that was used on the day taking the shot. So a lot of the freckles do seem a little bit washed out as to how they look in real life. So you can see here that there's a little bit of room for, I guess, improvement with enhancing them a bit more and really showing them as how they actually are in person. So let's just zoom out again. And I'm first going to use this one technique, and it's by going to the adjustment layers just down the bottom here, and then selecting a black and white adjustment layer. Now this will be a very similar way as to how you can do this in programs like Capture One and Lightroom, and usually you can do this by adjusting selective color in those programs. So essentially moving the sliders down on the reds, oranges, and yellows, and this will help to really create a little bit more definition with the freckles themselves. But for now, we're going to focus on Photoshop. So obviously with the black and white layer, this is going to turn the layer black and white, which is not what we want for this. So we're going to set the blending mode of this layer to luminosity. I'm then going to navigate up to the section here under black and white, where we've got the reds and yellows. Now those are the two sliders that I'm going to be focusing on the most because those colors will show up in the skin tone the most. If we move the red slider down, you can see that the freckles become a lot more pronounced. But it also kind of has an effect that we may not really want with the image, so we're not going to move that down too far with the reds. Now doing the same thing with the yellows, you'll see that as we move that down as well, that's really bringing out the freckles on the face. So this is just a really simple technique you can use to help enhance them a little bit more, especially if you've only got very minor adjustments to make. It can kind of be just one simple technique to use. So I'm actually going to move down the yellows a little bit more. And that seems to really bring that out on this image. So I'm going to turn the layer on and off, and you can see how that's made a difference there. And it's given a lot more definition overall to the skin tone. So I might just not do it too much though, because it can affect a lot of the skin tone, and we want it to be, obviously subtle, but still enhancing the freckles to a point that they're still looking natural. So turning that on and off, you can see that's made a really nice little adjustment there. So to counteract the fact that it is sort of dulling the skin tone a little bit in the sense that it is bringing down the brightness a little bit too, I will just go to the levels adjustment layers, and we're just going to move the highlight across a little bit more just to kind of make sure that in doing that, we're kind of keeping the brightness intact of the image. So turning the black and white layer on and off, you can see it's still made a huge difference there with the freckles. So now, for example, if we didn't feel that that went far enough, we can actually use another technique, and I'm going to be using dodge and burn to do this. So if you haven't really had a lot of experience with using dodge and burn as a skin retouching technique, I've got plenty of videos online on YouTube. I have courses about it. So if you're interested, just check my description box. I'm going to link a couple of the tutorials and my courses if you want to learn more about that. But dodging and burning is going to help bring out some of these elements and some of the freckles on the skin. So this is for if the freckles are really washed out and we really want to bring them back. You might have a model that only has them lightly over their nose and you really want to make them stand out a little bit more in post. So this is when we would use this technique. So going down to the adjustment layers box again, we're going to bring up two curves adjustment layers. So we've got two curves adjustment layers there. I'm going to rename the first one to Dodge. And then we're going to bring up the bar here in the curves box right up high. So it's going to be really bright, making sure that the layer mask is selected here and holding down Control I to invert that layer because we want to paint onto a black mask, meaning that the adjustments don't show up. We have to bring them through by using a brush and layer mask method. Now going up to the top curves layer, we're going to rename this to Burn. And this time we're going to do the same thing with the line, bringing it really far down this time though, instead of up. And we're going to make the image quite dark. So I'm going to, once again, making sure that the layer mask is selected, hold down Control I to invert, and now we've got our dodge and burn layers. So mainly we'll be using the burn layer for this because we're going to actually burn in some of the freckles just to make them stand out a little bit more. Going to our brush tool over here and making sure that white is the selected color as we're painting onto a black mask. Also making sure that the opacity of the brush is 100%, flow is at 1%, and hardness is at 0%. We want this to be very soft. And then if you're using a graphics tablet, go to the brush settings and ensure that transfer is ticked along with pen pressure selected under opacity jitter. So we want complete control over this, and masking is a really great way to do this, and using dodge and burn and using a brush method too. So what I'm going to start doing is painting onto the burn layer, and that is going to darken some of these freckles. So I'm going to do this really lightly and kind of messy as well. Like, I don't want them to be too perfect because otherwise it's going to make it really obvious that I have painted onto these areas. So we want to make sure that everything still looks as natural as possible. And this is another good method to use, for example, if you liked how the black and white layer looked before, but you don't want to bring it down too far because obviously that can start to make the image look a bit strange. So this is another really good layering sort of technique you can use on top of that to enhance them. So now turning off the burn layer, you can see that's just really burned in the freckles in particular. And you can kind of go as far as you want with this, if you want to just darken them up over the nose, or whether you want them more pronounced on the cheekbones as well. That is completely up to you. So I'm just going to do a quick few over the cheekbones. And if you're finding that they're still not standing out enough, you can use the dodge tool in between the freckles. So like if you want to create a little bit more definition or separation of them, you can use that to separate them a little bit more. So turning that on and off, you can see that just helps them individually stand out a little bit more. And going back to the burn layer, I'll just quickly run the brush over some of the cheek freckles here. You can also do the forehead as well, just depending on your image and depending on your model as well. Okay, so I'm going to zoom out now and we'll get a quick check here. So I think I can maybe just blend these a little bit more here because I've probably gone a little bit heavy with the burn tool. We want to make sure that they're not looking too unrealistic. So just zooming out again and turning off and on the burn layer. You can see it's definitely given a little bit more definition to the freckles there, and they just look a lot more pronounced even over the cheekbones. But this is a very subtle method of doing so as well. We don't want to go too far with it to the point where they're looking too unnatural, as I've mentioned before. So I want to do a quick before and after now. So bringing up our snapshot, I'm going to go back to the beginning. So this is the before and then this is the after. So before, after, and you can see there's just a lot more definition in the freckles overall. Now, if you're feeling that the image is still looking a little bit dull from when you applied the black and white layer, you can apply another curves adjustment layer just to make sure that everything is looking fairly natural. You can kind of like up the brightness a bit, just kind of helps blend the freckles, I feel like, a little bit more in again. So just adding that little bit more brightness can help with that. So again, just a before and after. So before, after, before, after. And now zooming in, Before, after. Before, after. Well, I hope you guys have learned something from today's tutorial, and let me know if you use this technique in the comments section below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and how it worked for you. Thank you so much for watching this video today. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, make sure that you do, because I'll be posting lots more like this one in future. Let me know in the comments section below what you'd like to see in future on my channel. I'm always open to requests. But thank you again so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.